the cleric here. He said, you pray to the altar of Bahamut and you do your things.
I'm going to see Matt do that. So what is a prayer to Bahamut? What's it got? Do you kneel or anything like that?
I believe that you show deference to the majesty.
So in a non-mocking way, I'm going to imitate poorly what Matt's doing as a sign of respect. So if he bends over, I'll be like...
Yeah, you're like someone doing this.
Yeah. Like Vicus some nods in your respect.
I like dragons.
You celebrate your showing respect.
I think you stay standing. Nod your head, but stay standing.
Maybe there are different ways of doing it.
No, I don't think there should be a uniform way of doing it.
You take your arm off and put it on the statue. Master Lake, you're obviously left-handed. It is a church.
If you wish to go and see McGubbins, he is downstairs in our chamber.
What's he called in Narcos? What was he called? McFishing or something.
So who is in charge of the investigation into McGubbins?
McPickle. McPickle, that's it. That's what I keep thinking of.
Senor McPickle!
McNugget.
He says, I'll show you the way.
Okay, so who do we need to talk to? Who's in charge of the investigation? Because obviously talking to McGubbins, he's going to say, I didn't do it. And then we're going to say, he said he didn't do it, so we're going to go from here. Is there like a man who's...
I am the head of this temple.
Okay, thank you.
Is the City Watch not doing an investigation?
We have decided to take it in-house. We are dealing with it ourselves. It's a religious matter.
Well, that didn't seem fair, because if you're the injured party, of course you're going to... You know, you need a neutral party.
Bahamut's judgment will always be pure and clean.
You better...
Nay. Trials...
This is echoing throughout the whole, by the way.
Trials should always have a neutral judge.
Dodger.
No, because if Bahamut's been harmed, how can he be neutral?
Dodger cannot be.
Dodger. Bahamut has been harmed.
Dodger.
What?
What do you think we've been hired?
Well, what? People, what?
This is not a neutral party.
Exactly.
He is completely blind, as am I.
Exactly.
You're blind as well as have one arm.
Yes.
How do you feel
and what they call a tufa.
Exactly. So if a follower of Bahamut has just said he's blind, therefore he wants McGubbins prosecuted.
What relationship does McGubbins have with this temple? You say it's an internal matter.
He killed a paladin.
Then are you blind with unlicensed?
What relationship before that does he have with the temple?
He has done law-keeping for us in the past. That is how we know.
Everyone comes in with
decided
no one is.
So how
the dragon cult?
So you're saying he killed people even though you knew who it was?
The City Watch cannot be
He
trusted.
has done record keeping for us.
So
someone who has no connection to Bahamut?
He has on occasion, yes.
Okay, so people would know him. So it's not like some random guy in the street.
Which is why the murder was even more suspicious. For him to stay around, to be here, and to kill a paladin of Bahamut.
And Bahamut
been working with.
What was the story?
Because
Bahamut
he had that
name and the blood.
No one is unbiased.
Yourself.
We all come in with our prejudices.
I really like this.
Vicus holds up his hand and he says,
"Quiet can be uncomfortable."
I think he just whispers, but it echoes.
I will take you down to the cells. You will speak with him yourselves and find out the matter. And he walks towards this carved stone staircase that goes through like a gilded platinum and silver. And then suddenly he walks down towards more very plain stone, very white, like this kind of war white, everywhere around you.
What type of stone do you think?
Is Dragonstone.
Is my mailbox?
Dragonborns!
It's not, well, it's sort of not in this area. It's sort of outside my house building thing, where people get messages. Cool. He leads you down this like winding staircase and into a long corridor. Leads you down it. There are rooms open. There are with like books and parchment and things inside them. You can see lots and lots of record rooms and things like that. Takes you leads you on for quite a while and then takes you into a room, a larger room which has got cells in it. And you can see that most of them are empty bar one, where there's a small rag-covered man sitting in the cell with there's nothing in the cell apart from these 3 stone walls and then these iron bars that are up
and a bucket.
Well, there's a bucket in there.
Right, good.
There's enough for him.
No cot or anything.
No.
I don't approve of this.
And Vicus stands back and says, "Here he is. When you are done, come and find me."
Do you always imprison it? Do you always presume guilty until innocent?
Yes. And he walks off.
That's a very naive view.
Well, McGubbins! McGubbins, what's happened?
You see this man sort of,
What type
sort
of
of
man
rubs
is
his
he?
back.
He is a human.
Oh,
A
he's not half
human.
people.
You can describe exactly what he looks
Type
like.
of
He
man
stands
is
up.
He
What does he
is,
look like?
he is a human, but
Oh.
old, but he basically older than humans would live to, but he doesn't seem like overly frail because of it.
So he's John Hurt.
Well,
John Hurt, he looks frail, man.
I know, but he's like a million.
Liam Neeson, man.
You're
Yeah.
there.
Um,
The one they call McGubbins.
what do you mean the one they call McGubbins? That's his name.
He stands at. He,
Is it really?
He
It
really-
doesn't sound. I'm human.
It doesn't.
I know what a human name sounds like.
I
That doesn't sound much like a
have
human
known him.
name.
I have known
Like
him
Terry.
for almost 100 years, and his name is McGubbins. How long have you been alive, human?
How old are you?
104.
You knew him from when you were 4 years old,
Yeah.
and he was presumably like 2 or something.
No.
How old is he?
Exactly.
He's old. He's a human. He looks. He's older than a human should live to.
But he's how old
old is
is
he?
he?
Dumbledore. He would probably be 130 something by now.
130.
He's Dumbledore.
he sort of
He's
steps forward.
130. What's wrong with him? Why is he alive?
He steps forward.
Sheer spite.
He steps forward and he recognises your voice and he sort of sticks his hand at the bottom and goes, "Oh, you came."
Of course I'd come.
I'm
pleasure.
gonna shake it. I'm gonna reach under and like clasp his arm.
Oh,
How does his arm feel?
muscular,
can't
but in
tell,
like
you
a
didn't need
wiry
metal
way.
arm.
Yeah, you know, like a golem sort of strength
In
way.
his hand, who could wield a dagger, it must be said.
You can see that his skin is
Aye.
quite. You know how like when some, you know in the movies when like they've got blood on their hands, but they've not been washed off, so it's sort of like faded. He's obviously not been able to wash, so he's got like blood on his front and like on his hands.
Paint the nature of guilt. It does not.
What were you doing at the time of the murder?
So you're here to help me, yes?
I we're here to free him, McGubbins.
Weren't they murdering, were you?
Well,
I just want to get that out there.
mailbox. I have no.
If
there
you
is-
are,
I have
if you are as innocent as you say, then
Go
we
to
are
your
here to
mail.
help you.
I've got a mailbox.
That's fucking pigeon.
I was-
Yeah,
and then he sort of
Babe.
rubs his head. Yeah.
I have
In a
a
light
I have a
motion.
Buddhist view of this matter. What will out, will out.
Okay.
So you either are going, Sarah, whatever will out. Where was this showmanship when we were performing slogans?
Why is he a
Sort of
Jew?
dresses-
If I was a
Jewish Welsh dragon.
Anyway,
No, he's Jewish.
anyway,
McGubbins.
Oh my
He
god,
says-
this is Jewish.
I was walking out
That's
of
what
the
it's
Fancy Mermaid, and I was pretty drunk.
Well,
at the
what
time.
can win
No,
a fancy
he was walking out.
And,
Listen, use your ears.
I just made a bit of money, and the next thing I remember, I heard shouting, and these guards came over with weapons drawn, and I looked down on the floor, and there was this body in front of me, and I had a knife in my hand, and I was covered in blood. He seems to be, it's like been visibly shaken.
Can you delve into his mind to see if there are any traces of charms or enchantments?
I can try.
Vulcan mind meld.
Mind crush in
Ritually casting detect magic.
Okay, cool. You cast detect magic on him. You sort of will stand there and you do it, and you guys sort of wave around it.
Cheering him on.
Detect.
There is no lingering magic about him. Well, there's like a trace of it for a second, and then it's gone. And you you concentrate a little bit harder to try and find like where it went. And you realise that now that there are sigils within inside the cell, and they are basically repressing something. They're used to repress magic, so an innate spellcaster can't just blast his way out of there and things like that. So whatever, there is a lingering magic in some about him, but whatever it is being repressed.
We can't be more specific until we get him out the cell.
Yeah. You'd have to.
Well,
you'd have to get out. So
Well, let's get him out the cell. Chop him up and we can squeeze him through.
How
He
skinny
says-
is he? Because he fit between the bars.
he says,
Mistaken there, my
Worst
Then
cell
He
ever.
steps out of the cell
They
to pick
put
something
me
up and steps back in.
"This room." God, I don't remember. I didn't kill him. Honestly.
Is it a gate or is it bars?
It's bars that seem to have no end or beginning. They just go into the wall.
You're near the
So
kill.
like there is no
You're near the killing.
way into the
Bahamut
cell.
won't tell me if you like.
Whatever, however it's opened is clearly by no
It's
means
not
other than
a
a
gate.
lock. No.
Yeah.
11 on my inside check.
He seems very.
What enemies do you have, McGubbins?
He sort of smiles. And he goes, well, I suppose I might have a few enemies.
There is no point in this half speak. Speak pure, or I will leave this place.
All right. Well, what was it he did? Well, you explain what he does for a living, and that's what he says to.
So you be McGubbins.
Yeah,
Be McGubbins.
Yeah, you can be McGubbins.
Well, I'm well known as a keeper of law and lawful
I'm guessing that's
practices.
with OI.
And AW. And AW,
All
both.
the homophones.
Both, dear boy. I'm well known as the keeper of law and law.
God.
But
Especially in the law of law.
And the laws of law.
and
the laws of law.
and the keepings thereof and the machinations thereof. So, if say somebody was in some form of bind with monetary issues which they needed to get out of, then perhaps there may be a law that I know of that could get them out of such things.
Inside check. Don't like the sound of this.
It's just Alex poor acting.
I'm
Hey! Truth.
Well, that
Truth,
would be 29.
You read through like the little bits of half speech in there. Basically, he finds all the loopholes to get people out
Yeah.
of things.
So he's one of these like offshore accounts lawyers.
Yeah.
But he also does.
It's like contract.
He also does legitimate work
Yeah.
to match the fact that he basically cooks the books a little.
Yeah,
for people
yeah.
and things, so.
Yeah.
Can I take an insight check with disadvantage?
Wow!
Have you done any of these
3.
deeds for either in opposition or assistance to
I
the
believe
dragon
you.
contests? Since it is they who would benefit most from both the death of this paladin and the framing of someone such as yourself.
He smiles and says, well, if I had, I wouldn't know about it. Most of my dealings are done through others, sort of
You
a
have no
go-between.
informants? How naive a criminal are you?
Well, I do, but, sometimes
He's
it
not
pays to have
a
as few
criminal.
people near you as
He's a
possible.
criminal.
He's a criminal?
It seems as if your own ignorance will be your doom, McGubbins.
Aye, his ignorance may be his doom, but he didn't kill someone, so he can't go down for that. Ain't that right?
What a strong
He does.
defense.
He says, "Yes, I did." He says, "Look, if you go to the place where they found me,
The lovely mermaid.
no,
The
it's,
fancy mermaid.
the fancy mermaid.
I was close.
Inspiration!
It's on-
I listen.
It's on Spindle Street. That's it. If you go to Spindle Street and have a
Do
look,
they prick your finger there?
Oh my god.
Is that how you fell asleep?
he goes, "Oh God, you've been drinking this morning."
What gave it away?
Now that he's awake.
I'm not going to turn around and start peeing in one of the empty cells in the bucket.
Please don't pee in a cell.
No, in a bucket.
All right. Okay.
The
You
gods
turn around
come
and
down
start
and
peeing
like...
into herself. He
He
says, "Yes. If you go
Don't
down,
wait until you're actually in one of
you
these
must have
cells.
find
Next
something.
session.
Someone must have seen something. I mean,
I'm sure they have.
the fancy mermaid was
I didn't
filmed
do
with
it.
people.
We saw
Right.
it. All
Did you know the paladin
I
that was
woke
killed?
up. Take this.
Well, I've
Because you were
I've
drunk.
seen him a few times in the temple. I mean, I've been through here occasionally to deliver a few scrolls and ancient things that I found in my travels, but I've never known him properly. No.
Yeah, 618.
Fuck off. He knows him as well as somebody who like sees someone at work, but like they work in a different department, kind of thing. Like they know who they are, but they wouldn't have.
Can you imagine if they filmed an episode in the
They
office?
all come in through the same reception where they
Who
work in
enemies
different
are.
departments.
Who doesn't know
Can you
their
imagine if an
enemies?
episode of The Office was filmed here?
Well, I suppose I would have enemies that I may have.
Who would want you murdered for murder?
Murder for murder.
Yes.
I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it.
Then your ignorance may be able to. Right. And I'm going to head.
Wait.
on.
Now,
Shandylock.
now, do you agree that this is no way for a prisoner to be kept with no cots and nothing to lie down on?
Seems perfectly appropriate for a prisoner, but not for an innocent man.
Aye, which we know he is because he's been through the zone of truth. Aye,
Zone of truth is hardly.
Yes, they did that on me. A cleric came and he did it. I told the truth.
Just because he is innocent of this murder does not mean that he is an innocent man.
So, would you find him guilty of a crime he did not commit, just because he's committed other crimes?
If
No,
you
I
did,
would find
you
him
better
guilty.
Well
contact
then,
me.
Crimes
well
he's
then,
That didn't go so well.
it did. He spoke wrong. It's fine. Right. Well, I demand that he gets at least a cot that he can at least lie down in.
I am not his jailer. Right, as we waste our time here.
The quicker we can investigate this, the quicker we can get him out of this cell and do what else.
Yeah, you can go.
And do what else?
Right.
You could.
Too long didn't listen.
Fine.
Yeah.
Go get your PSL.
Fine. I'm gonna find.
You all
Why don't
sort
you
of.
go and buy a blanket and squeeze it
No,
through the bars?
no.
Give him your cloak.
No,
Get him to sleep on something.
No, I find it Vicus.
You
A
head back
criminal
up. You all head back.
being guilty or nay should not be treated in such an inhumane manner.
Just sleep on the floor.
You go up into the
He's got a
temple
bucket.
itself,
It's more than I've got.
and you can see that Vicus is waiting sort of at the top of the stairs.
Vicus. Vicus.
Vicus,
Yes.
you are head of this of the investigation.
Yes.
Right. I demand. I demand.
Tiny little bar.
I demand
A tiny little
That-
dirty dwarf.
McGubbins at least has a cot or something to lie down on,
Have we all gone back upstairs?
Roll.
because he may be in there for a while.
We're shit at this.
He won't be,
No.
mate. One way or the other. He's not going to be in there very long.
No, but we
I'm
don't.
pretty sure the penalty is death.
Aye, but we don't know how long this trial's going to be.
Probably not very long.
Aye, it will
Let's
be.
roll the amount of days on a d4.
Roll a
Great.
persuasion check.
22.
Lots.
He says, "I suppose we could make his arrangements a little bit more."
How-
It's
Aye.
disgusting.
Is there
That
any
means that
way?
they didn't even do it on purpose. They're just really poor
Is there
jailers.
any way that you could
I'm not here.
maybe hold? I've come up with it.
Oh, you are not going to strengthen
No, no,
this
no, no,
case.
no, no,
If you could like hold off any sort of
Body
execution until we've gathered all of the evidence.
Aye.
You were gonna tell me to be quiet.
We will
We've
decide.
I talk too much, boss.
We will decide a reasonable amount of time for
Okay,
him
well,
to prove his innocence.
Give us like see.
Would ye then
I was gonna
give
say-
us warning of when the trial will be,
You
so
have
we
a-
can come and mount a defence for
You
him?
have a week.
We have a week. Thank you.
That's good. I was gonna say 48
Would
hours.
it be possible to locate
When did everyone else do that?
I was gonna say give us 24
temporarily?
hours to find the evidence.
I think I felt something inside him.
And what would that be, brother?
My period.
When Bahamut seemed to be whispering into my ear that there was some kind of magic, perhaps still lingering in his brain. I wanted to investigate this.
You need to be removed from his cell.
We did
I know.
not
That's what I said.
sense anything of
I'm
the sort.
escorting you.
Yes.
I suppose that could be allowed for a moment.
What harm is there?
He's a frail old man.
He
Treat
says,
him as if he was
he
a
says
murderer.
I have agreed. He turns. And he turns to the.
Yeah,
He calls over
Never
one
mind
of the.
judgment.
Calls over one of the.
Especially from a
Paladin.
high Bahamut
Walks
priest.
I don't
over.
give a shit who he
And,
is.
he's got like
Surely you have
pulls
some
out
sort
like
of
a stone
No.
sigil thing.
Right.
high priest
He
of
says-
Bahamut. Surely you
He's
respect his
ignorant towards prisoners and their
He
well
says
people.
Dalian will go down.
He didn't do it on purpose.
You go
and he's a
downstairs
poor
with
jailer.
this, the
I'm
paladin.
judging him as
Oh,
He
okay.
goes to his cell
So-
and holds the stone
But we
up
came
to
in perfectly
the
respectable.
right hand wall.
But
That's
And
all
the
right.
sigil glows, and the sigil glows on the wall, and it sinks down. And
Prison break!
McGubbins,
Murder of the priest!
you see that, Dalian
I don't
pulls
approve
out
of
his
this.
sword, pulls out, puts his hand on his sword,
Just watch.
and says, "I
I
will
don't
watch
feel
you."
like I can join you.
And steps back and stands basically between you and the outside of the, basically anywhere else, so you can't get past him.
So yeah, we'll usher him out into
Yeah.
into the corridor
McGubbins,
then.
you don't get blood in the cell.
Okay, I will say, try to think back. Try to think back to that night. Picture in your head exactly what happened,
Yeah, good idea.
and
and I will cast
Easy.
detect magic.
you
Is
get
he using his
detect magic with advantage.
Yeah, nice work, Matt. Good thinking.
I'll get to you in a second.
Detect man and guidance.
And go.
Does he not get advantage on his guidance because he's in the Temple of Bahamut? That was a really awful
That
roll.
was a really awful roll.
10 plus whatever you get bonus.
That's not how it works.
No, it's 7 plus.
Yeah.
It's 4.
I'm sorry, yeah, he's on the advantage, yeah, sorry.
He rolled 7 with advantage.
It's not going to be high enough unless you give me a nice,
What did you get?
lovely. Well, I rolled 7 on the dice. Depends what skill you're throwing on it.
Detect
well, it would be an
magics.
it's an
Oh,
arcana.
5 then. No.
Okay.
Is it minus 2 to your
Yes,
intelligence?
I've got no intelligence.
You
There's no magic here!
Dodger, not Dodger.
He's guilty.
McGubbins tries to like concentrate, but you feel like he's not in the right mind, and he's like you can't focus on what
Right,
he's trying to do.
Alex.
So.
Perhaps if we bring something from the scene, it would stimulate
Hey, do you have the knife?
McGubbins' memory and allow you a cleaner read.
They are locked away.
AKA, we could retest when we come back. But I thought that was a pretty cool way of wording it.
Yeah.
Very well. Put him back in his cell.
Standing for.
I was going to say, it maybe give him advantage. if he has one.
I'm gonna remove my cloak and bed it down for the guy, because if they didn't do this as judgment and they did this as ignorance, if I allow this to continue, then I am comfortable in Bahamut's eyes. So I'm going to put down my cloak, pat McGubbins and say, we will return with further stimulation. You guys can laugh. You guys can laugh. But my character's going to say that.
The paladin
Bite down on the
Paladin
cloak,
pushes you out and he
McGubbins.
says,
We
"That's
want
fine,
our
come on."
stimulation.
I'm going to cast him at a filthy fucking look.
He's
Your
looking at you,
ignorance
ready to
is an insult to
And
Bahamut.
as you walk past him, it's close to selling. As you guys are sort of doing this
God,
podcast
it's cold.
outside, what is in your postbox?
Even my metal arm is shivering.
Too many letters.
Make your
Too many letters.
scales shinier with this 3
You
simple
see
tips.
that it's like
Sean.
whoever has delivered them has tried
Drinking like a dog.
to respectfully like put them in, but at some point
Yeah.
it's just become too much, and they're like stuffed in at like angles.
Temple is
This is
just-
outside of the temple.
Oh.
This is Jack's personal fucking mailbox.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, his postal service.
It's been a while since I've been back, so it's a
You
mixture
can
of.
see there's a guy with
Almost a circular.
Pretty stuff.
Yeah.
like a clerk there, and you know
The
he sort of
Waterdeep Heart
nods,
Foundation.
and he says under his breath, "No one's come to collect anything, I'm afraid, sir."
No problem.
Have you been missold, PPI?
So recognise the handwriting of the ones that I know, but the others are like just put these in the bin. I don't need them.
Are you sure, sir?
It's not the important
Oh,
ones.
dude, burn him.
It's a waste, isn't it? Ah!
Not yet,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
daily.
Well, of course. Sir.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Whole person.
These are the
You never know. He might come.
You're right. I keep it
Stimulation.
all. I keep it all.
He sort of holds your hand and says, "Sometimes I know that it can be hard. Maybe he will be here."
You're right. Thank you.
And he says,
Pardon?
We should be here.
I'll tell you later.
When he's there, we'll find it.
I'll tell you later.
yeah, you guys walk outside of the temple of Bahamut. Drogon's walking on his way back. You meet up outside the temple. As McGubbins has said, the murder was outside the fancy mermaid.
Are there any banners to Bahamut or anything like that?
There are none on the outside.
Rip
but
one
there are on
down
the
and
inside.
turn it into a new cloak.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
It was meant to be a cloak.
Yeah. Right, well then on my way out then I will take one of the tapestries or the banners or whatever and turn it into my new cloak.
Facing
One of
the temple.
One of the clerics
It's not
says,
defacing the temple, it's
Wow,
appropriate
wow.
use. What aid is it to Bahamut to hand a rug on the wall?
one of the clerics turns as you say and says, "Please put that back.
Are we not going in Bahamut's light?
Bahamut does not require you to wear robes any robes of office to do that. That is one of our own.
Azura.
We have had these made for our temple. Put it back."
Azura, if Bahamut shines in your heart, then you
You're not
don't
there.
need the trappings of.
I would love to agree with you, but it is very cold.
Here,
He says-
I'll give you the robe I found.
Look at my nipples.
He says, "I
Did
must
you get
insist."
a part of that magical
He
dress?
holds out his
It's
hand.
a robe, it's not a dress.
It's a dress.
Here you go, have this.
He
What
says,
have you given me?
The robe of useful things that we found.
Oh, well that's fine then. I'll put that on.
Looking after 4 bloody children.
he takes
I'm cold!
he takes the
shredded.
and puts it on.
You know, if you looked to your prisoners more, then this would not have happened. And I'll walk out.
They looked-
I'll whip my robe of anything.
A boat flies out into the room.
They look to the prisoners. They're not looking at the front
I'll
door,
pat,
are they?
I'll pat Drogon on the shoulder. Thank you.
Yes, you're outside in the
So
street.
let's just go.
Hey, drop the magic item.
I wish we had some sort of guide to find the pub.
How hard can it be?
Twins!
You need help to find a pub.
Hello.
Aren't you like a blood elf
One of
for
you
finding
two.
out God?
Hello. Surround sound with.
Surely you can follow your nose to any pub.
I'm gonna ask somebody
Wait, where's the mermaid?
where the frisky mermaid is.
Fancy mermaid!
I'm gonna ask him where the frisky mermaid is.
He says,
That's a brothel.
he says there's no pub like that, mate.
Who are you talking to?
Listen to a random person.
The lovely mermaid?
I think you mean the fancy man.
Aye, that'll do.
It's on Spindle Street, he says.
Yeah,
and
that's the
walk-
one.
and goes and walks.
Don't prick your finger. Where? No. I'm gonna turn around and go, excuse me, can you redirect us, please, possibly to Spindle Street?
It's that way.
Like, to the
Chill
north.
your mouth. I'll give you.
I'm busy!
Give him
You remember every insult.
I'm gonna take out a
Take me to
silver
Spindle
coin
Street.
and hold it in front of his face. Where is Spindle Street?
That way. It's like 15 minutes that way.
Can you please repeat what you said when I asked you originally where Spindle Street was?
I'm off. Right, okay.
What do you mean?
It's probably better we don't
Okay,
watch
that'll
this
do. I'm gonna
exchange.
put the coin away and just point at him.
You just made my list.
He walks off hurriedly.
Sing the song. Bodger!
I'm gonna
The
kill some
spreader
dirt
and
at
the
him
random.
and then head in the direction he said.
The enemy of all
We're
enemies.
going
For
to
about
the
10
pub.
minutes, and then I'm gonna ask somebody.
Right, so who's leading? Who's leading the way?
I imagine it's bloody Tweedledum and
Right,
Tweedledee here.
Yeah. You usually find another.
I'm just gonna keep asking people for
There's a
directions.
woman carrying around some bread. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, where's the street? Lots.
Would you like to feel my love?
Persuasion is charisma, so 19.
She says about sort of 5 minutes down this road, and then you turn right, left, whatever.
What's she carrying?
She's
Bread.
carrying some bread in a basket.
I'm gonna buy some bread off her. I'm gonna give her a silver coin and buy some bread.
Jesus, that's a lot of bread.
She's like,
That's
50
thank you, thank you, sir.
I don't
And
understand.
quickly, very quickly walks away with 1 silver in her hand.
Bread. I'm like, it's bread.
Very
And
much
these
you
are
get-
the smallest coins I've
Bear in mind,
got.
you don't actually care about gold.
How
so-
you let him hold the money?
Because this is money that I picked
Your
up.
pizza
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
here.
Like, this is
Can't
the money
just
that
hold
I've scavenged.
Might take it.
You mean our money?
No, I picked it up and went, oh, I just put it in a
Right.
pocket.
Yes, our money.
Technically.
We haven't had our
You
share
are
of the
going
money
to
that you've not
want-
given yet.
What
to,
money?
like,
Well-
buy diamonds.
2,000 gold.
Yeah,
That's
they're
carrying.
going into building a master bedroom
You want
for,
to do like this
for
month.
McGubbins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1,000 gold to.
Haven't received the money yet, so
So we'll pause it there.
This is
and you're on your way
I'm
to
doing
the-
this exchange. I'm just
So we found the
No, no,
money.
so
You're
someone
on your way, 'cause Dragon-
From the collective fund we have gathered.
I
Dragonborn.
presume you will take control of my soul. For eternity? Are you insane?
Yeah, so Drogon, you step away from the party for the minute just to
Yep.
pick up you go towards a jewelry store.
Cool.
And you pick up a diamond.
Cool. I need it.
Obviously, because of your
My bling.
the quickness in which you're doing it, you don't get any time to hang or anything like that.
No. Someone that's spotted me.
Cool.
I have to go to the Thai stall. Some good food there.
It's so good. You get this diamond real cheap.
The nurse.
Eventually,
Camera's on, isn't it? Yeah.
you follow the directions of the woman.
The new sort of South Park, they're trying to
And
rejuvenate the city.
What did you actually
So
know?
build like a hipster area around Kenny's house.
Cajun chicken.
And then Shitty
Oh,
Wog
we'll
is
put that
losing
to
sales, so then they make it their shitty
Oh,
pancake.
right, fair enough. That will be the hobbits.
So good.
Yeah, cool. So yes, you
Some more.
you arrive on Spindle Street. Arriving at the murder scene, you're greeted with a rather ordinary back alley in a large city. The floor is dirty, the houses are run down but homely, and the people are walking around, going about their business. You can see towards the end of the street is the mermaid, the fancy mermaid, and the door is closed, the windows are shuttered.
What time is it? Like midday-ish?
Sort of about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't know what we expected. It's obviously a murder scene. It's not going to
How
be
long
for
ago
business.
was the murder?
Are we asking random people?
No, I'm asking
during-
you, because we
during-
all know that.
It was about 4 days ago.
Oh. Shit. Well, detect some magic, I guess.
Gold.
I'm going to walk up to the pub.
Magic.
I'm going to knock on the door of the
Magic.
Cool. So you're going to go knock on the pub. You're detecting magic.
Hello! I would like a drink.
Nay. No drink, not yet.
Just one.
Cool. So as you're casting the ritual,
We need them to open the pub.
you no answer.
Hello! I've got money to spend in your pub. I need
Takes
a
some
drink.
sort of minute or so before the door sort of slowly opens and there's a very bleary-eyed woman on the other side. She goes, "What?"
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Why are you not open?
Because we're not open until 6.
6?
She says, "If you want to drink, go somewhere else and come back here."
Nay!
And she goes,
We're
what?
here to ask you some questions about a murder.
"Oh God, not that again."
There's been a murder!
Damn it.
Monkfish.
She goes, "I told the guards about it already. I told the paladins and the clerics about it.
Nay,
What do you want to know?"
we are the defence.
Defense? What do you mean?
Aye, there's a man who's been accused of something, and he's innocent, and we're here to prove it.
It's pretty, as far as I heard, it was pretty cut and dry. The man killed him, covered in blood.
Aye, so what did he see?
I didn't see anything. I was busy in here.
How, were there any regular patrons in here? On
Roll a persuasion check.
19.
She says, "Well, there was one man was ranting. I think his name was Taliesin, I think.
Like Alice.
Aye, but...
No, Taliesin.
What?
You're still at the other end of the street.
I'm still casting detect magic.
And
Tom's guarding you.
and what does this talisman look like? Or do you know where I might find him?
Sort of
Is he a regular?
average looking. I suppose I don't really know him. I just heard he was mouthing off about what he'd seen. Something about black cloaked figures. He was just drunk out of his arse. I think he lives down that way. A couple of streets down to the left.
Okay, right. So Taliesin
Talisman.
looks average. Lives somewhere over there.
No. It's
Specific.
helpful. It's helpful. Aye, we can
That's
find
true.
it from that.
You remember the name of the guards who interviewed you?
Oh, hello, Drogon.
No, they just
Oh, did you find any
they just came in straight after. I think they found the body and questioned me if I'd seen anything. I said I hadn't,
Right.
and they left.
No problem.
Soon after they turned to leave,
No.
a couple of paladins came along.
No
Do you have
problem.
any
do-
bedrooms?
I do have a couple of rooms. Yes.
Right, we'll discuss
Somehow
that.
I used to know how cunning blood. His name was Baldwin.
Right,
Okay, well, we
So-
may speak to
Do
you in
you
a
also have a
minute.
cunning stunt?
Oh, they're delicious. Like Christmas.
do you know the names of the paladins that came and spoke to you?
No.
Do you know what, where they are from?
Well, they were dressed in armour of Bahamut. They had sigils on their armour. I assume it was from the temple.
Aye.
That was the man who was killed, wasn't it? Morkan. He was a paladin.
Aye, he was. Aye.
Morkan Freeman.
It was Morkan. Well,
I am in every session, whatever be.
well,
I am
well,
God.
he's
The march
he's
on.
Morkan Deadman now.
Hey!
The March of the Bahamut Dragon is a long one.
As you're at the other end of the street.
I'm muttering my detect magic. I can't hear them.
And you're guarding him. And I am a cunning
So
man.
was there near ruckus then when McGubbins left?
Me
No.
ruckus.
Near ruckus.
As far as I remember, he stumbled out of here like a little bit later.
He said something about making some money. Was there like gambling or cards or something going on, or were they doing more suspicious business?
He was in here talking with a couple of people.
Did they have things on the table?
It's been a long time. I don't.
4 days?
Hey,
A long time.
Do you know who you speak to?
No, I don't know.
Gotta
They
go
looked
see.
quite well dressed.
Gotta
Dodger,
go
come
see
with
Alice.
Hey,
haven't we?
hey,
Dodger,
They were
Dodger
well dressed.
hours
Maybe
ago.
look for a noble sigil.
Dodger, come with me.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to talk in private.
Aye,
leave
aye.
it, yeah.
Hang on,
Are you
Uh,
still talking to the woman?
I
She
am
closes
still
the door. Go away! And then it
I would like to inquire about some rooms.
You just hear it shouted back a window, and she
I
goes,
don't
"Come
assume-
back at 6!" And she closes the window.
As much
I
as
don't want a room at 6!
Stop! Order!
as much as Azura assumes the judgment and fire of Bahamut,
Aye.
I have a more kind of overarching, infinite times of the universe idea.
I always liked you.
I'm not.
What's that?
No,
I'm not bridging about myself, but I think we need to look in all directions. Now, is it possible that you could get a hold of Morkan's books?
Aye, there's some.
In my head, that means that you think he's guilty. Do you know what I mean? That's really clever.
We need to know who he might have done in with financial, because then we could have a list of people that.
You mean McGubbins books?
Yeah,
not
McGubbins. Oh, sorry, McGubbins books.
McGubbins books.
You can get a hold of his books.
Ah, it's a good idea.
Aye. Aye.
I had a thing.
And I'm
Maybe
just saying.
someone's wiped his memory of something.
I'm
that
just
happened.
saying it doesn't. It potentially might point to him being guilty, but it also might point to a list of people we can talk to.
Me, the zone of truth, as far as it's concerned, would say that he did tell the truth. If someone's wiped his memory of something,
And this is why I'm the mother of the group.
it's good
Well,
thinking.
I
Drogon.
had a plan that if we could go and stay in that pub, then we could maybe meet these people that had spoken to
As
him
you
and
would- as
pretend
these
to
are
be
talking,
similar.
It's not
in
a bad-
kind of
Finish your
thing.
ritual.
It's not a
And
bad
at that
idea.
We
moment,
could get a
clarity.
book and
Magic clarity.
write some numbers in the book.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
also
we
a
could,
hint prick.
pretend
There's like
to
a
do
section
money
of
lending or
you sort of close your eyes and hurry
that kind of fish.
And
Also,
then you have
we
this
need to
strange
go find
sense
Taliesin.
of
Who's
Aye.
Taliesin?
blankness.
Taliesin is a man
As
that
in-
McGubbins was chatting to.
Whatever that
Aye,
mystical
Alison
energy
lives over
did,
that way.
created like
Alright.
a...
It feels
Almost like a-
mindy magic.
It feels as if, as I say, it feels like blank, like nothing, just utter nothingness for a second, and then you centre back on the magic. So whatever was casting that
nothing.
There's a magical energy that exudes an air of nothing.
So someone has wiped the slate.
Something has been got rid of in some fashion.
I can't check with whose information.
Is there some sort of emptiness? Like an unnatural emptiness?
Like an abjuration. The cleansing thing.
No, you don't really have much to go on. There's no like physical
It's
thing to
been
like
4 days.
tie onto. So
Right.
yeah, you're back standing in the middle of the street.
I like to pull an investigation check on the crime scene.
Cool.
4. Nothing.
You sort of look around in the dirt. And
Where's
That's a
where's
tasty
Morkan's body? Shouldn't we-
I'm going to investigate the crime scene because I'm not going to be that bad at this.
Dude, it's 4 days in a busy street. Like, where's
I found hair.
Would Morkan's? There's been no mention of it because we should check the body for like the wounds because like the type of wound. I mean, was it a dagger that killed him? I mean, I would hope that someone had checked, but if their
What did you
medical
do?
investigation is any worse than
Eight.
that,
yeah, like you're following, but you're basically following
Do I find the
Dodger.
blood point?
It was
Like,
like
so
where it
so
actually,
you-
and that's
you-
where the bodies would go.
Since Matt had decided like where the magic,
I want to say more.
Nothing.
not more.
you can see now that
That's good.
what would have been there. You can reckon that's probably where the murder took place.
Who's the patron
There's
of
like
death?
a dirtier
Yeah.
patch of dirt.
Pardon,
Who's
sorry?
the patron of death in Veteran?
Um,
Because I assume that
Yeah.
maybe if the temple, maybe
I
took
think
the
they would
body-
have kept if they're keeping the prisoner in house. I can only think they're going to keep.
Yeah,
the body
but it's just
in
you
house.
know.
So sorry, did you just find where the murder was?
Well, that's
in
like
that sense where the magical in essence was.
But where was the murder? Where's like the bloody cobblestone or whatever?
4 days.
Where you,
Yeah, but I-
you can see what,
It's like
you can see
dirt.
there's like darker
Magical
mud and-
luminol.
So that's where it
That's
happened.
where blood
Magical blood.
is. Yes, blood has
Right.
been.
Okay. I want to stand there
Shed this night.
and look around. Like, is there any sort of direction that could have been snuck up on or like because this
Blind
is a
spot-
paladin.
blind
You know what I
spots.
mean?
Make
Like
a perception check.
this is a full-plated dude.
And I'll give you advantage because you're doing it in the guise of a warrior.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Perception, do you say? Yeah.
I'm going to stand next to you and
That's
start looking around
16.
as well.
You stand there and you think to yourself, if I was
Jesus.
here in this place, I was a martial, someone with
Warrior.
prowess, a very
Yeah, a paladin.
a martial
Yeah.
prowess person. it would be hard for someone to be snuck up on in the middle of the street.
Yeah, with a dagger, so that's like point fucking blank.
If he had died here, surely he would have put up a fight. Surely he would have.
Yeah, did we hear a time of the murder?
All you'd heard is whenever he stumbled out of the fancy mermaid. Then a couple of minutes later, he found himself on the floor.
So supposedly, a drunk guy flat-footed a paladin and knifed him. This whole incident is completely false. How could a drunkard, aged, frail man strike down a paladin of Bahamut? I've got a really phlegm in my throat.
There's clearly magic at play, which is confusing. Not coffers over there.
I have swallowed and now my voice is gone.
As I just
I
said,
said, we need
as
to
I
figure
just
out
said
the
to
source
Dodger.
of this magic.
we also need McGubbins' books. We need his accountancy.
That is a very
So,
wise.
Lily, we need to go back to the temple.
And
Minds can lie, but books rarely do.
wait, and we know that McGubbins was talking to a man called Taliesin.
I agree.
Hey, Alison lives over that way.
Hey,
Perhaps
perhaps
finding,
Taliesin.
but also finding the books may have mention of this talisman.
Hey,
Maybe Alison has the books.
Do you think, Bright Eyes, that if you came across the source of this magic, you would be able to recognise it?
Yeah, do your doggy sniff sensor on the magic?
I believe that if I could get into contact with the magic, I could make a rough guess at it.
It may be worth,
Yes.
when we meet this talisman,
The crime dog.
you holding back,
Come on, Clifford. Let's go.
doing your ritual, and I'm sure the Dodger can
dog
be
is
filled
selling
to
it.
there.
hey, I can do that.
And that could perhaps lead us to find out if this talisman is involved.
Because you basically have book cooking as a skill, don't you?
They're
Yes.
addressed.
So you'd be able to tell if
I
he
have
had
water.
inflated the numbers and this. So if we get the books,
Okay.
we can examine them.
I'm now going. I'm going to lean into Bright Eyes and whisper, "Go along with what I'm about to do."
I know I'm meant to be here with you forever, but I didn't want to be
Right.
married.
And I'm going to move over to that bloody spot, and I'm going to like sort of seem to notice something, and then Bright Eyes, look.
I look. I presumably see nothing.
But
What have you found?
shine Bahamut's light upon this spot. Make a show of it,
There's magic in this ground.
my lord. It is clear. It must have been them that did the murder. McGubbins is innocent. We must take this to the High Temple at once. Once we find... we must take this to the High Temple at once. No, not take this to the High Temple at once. We must secure this. We must secure this evidence at once and take it to the High Temple when appropriate. And I'm going to
What
scoop
you
up
found?
the ground.
What you found?
We must find logic.
No.
We
Tell
should
me
not
what you found.
speak. We should not speak of this in the street, where ill ears could hear of our discovery.
Right, then let's go not to the temple. Because
I agree.
I am them look at it before me.
I agree. This clears McGubbins' name, and it points to who we thought committed the crime.
Well, if we could get into the damn flirty mermaid,
Hey.
we'd be okay, but she wouldn't open the door.
Hey, it's better. All I watch it.
So I'll make a big show of concealing this within the club. Club, quickly! We must leave these busy streets.
Okay.
Which way would you like us to go? There's a safe-looking
Take us to
side
Tampus,
alley that
for
way.
God's sake.
So you're going towards Talison's house.
Well, why don't we say the name of the pub or
Can I
something?
take an insight check against you?
Yes, since I'm a terrible
Oh.
actor.
I'm going to do it as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck!
What did you roll?
It was on the 19, and then he went...
Right,
Two
as
one.
far as you're concerned, murder solved.
Great!
Let's go! He's done it!
Five.
So,
Yeah.
You clearly found some
Yeah.
important.
Well, where was
Oh,
the first
my-
place we went? The dodgy place with no roof.
That
The
was
sheep or something.
The mysterious
lamb.
lamb.
Quick, we must return to the mysterious lab and investigate this further.
Right.
Right.
Wait, you've already solved the
No.
So, obviously, my hope is that some dragon cultist informer or spy will have heard this, presume that we solved the murder, and come to stab us.
I didn't get a
Which
one.
I will
I got a
explain
0.
on the way. Because I'm hoping we can draw out, because that woman was very, very resistant to you, So I wonder if perhaps there's some hush-hush going on here, right? And if these dragon
Psych out
cultists...
the DM.
No, I'm not trying to psych out the DM.
I don't know.
If it's all right, I think I'll go and talk to McGubbins and see if I can get his books.
Yes.
Another line.
Hey, I think
Excellent.
That's
Further support to our cleaning of his
Hey,
name.
yes, we got to speak to him now that we found this dirt and say we found the dirt.
Look,
So we are clear.
you guys go. I'll go and talk. There's things I need to do with the temple as well.
Yeah.
So you guys to the mysterious lamb. I'll go back to the temple.
See, and I figure we'll take a room
I've not
at
spoken
the
to
mysterious
McGubbins yet.
lamb.
Welcome.
We'll take a room at
Hey,
the mysterious
McGubbins.
lamb, and then we can try. We can make a big thing of it. They already know where we are, right? We can do the old ring wraith trick, right, and see who turns up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm perfectly happy to sit watch on this one while you guys talk to. I think this
like this dirt.
it might. No, but you know what? It might draw somebody in, like because I can't help but feel
You
these
need
dragon
to go. You
cultists are
need
going
to
to
go
think
with
that
them
it's
to
a
support.
open
If
and
you're
shut
planning on-
case.
If you're
you know.
planning on drawing people in, it's support.
Yeah. No, but Bodger, you should stay with me
I'm gonna get.
and leave Dodger and.
How
well,
about you come with us? You never know. You meet one.
I'll
Because I cannot
I'll
physically
join
reach
you.
above your waist.
I'll join you later.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, in a close quarters of
I'm
a
useless.
bedroom, you're not at your
I'm
best.
useless.
Whereas Bodger and I are in our element.
I see Hank over here as well.
Well, yes, he can be hit.
Yeah.
But
I have spells.
no, I know, but you are not at your best in the confines of a bedroom.
And Azura would know.
Baemon's prowess does not guide me.
Scorching ray you tonight.
Ooh, misses.
Lay on hands. All over.
That's a paladin ability.
I know, but it's a night. Well, I have
Right.
burning hands for you.
Right, cool.
You need
So
to get them
you're
checked.
Loins!
who's heading back to the lab.
Burning hands.
Peaceful.
I definitely am, to continue my ruse.
No,
You're
Everyone
Yeah.
except Bahamut the second.
Oh no, they're going to job you.
Fine. I'll be fine.
The second coming of Bahamut.
As you're,
Hey,
so
you-
you guys head back to the lab. It'll take you a little longer. It'll take you a little longer to get back there. So we'll
Move on.
Drogon, you're back outside the temple.
I'll
Let's,
walk back in.
Same two guards are there. They let you through. Since they,
I'm guessing they recognise me.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people
Is good acting.
they let you through.
I'll turn to. I'll try and find Vodkas.
You can't see him anywhere in the temple itself at the moment.
Alright.
And not in the immediate vicinity.
building an
I'm
IKEA
guessing
bed.
I know which way to the cells.
Yeah.
Is there a guard in front of the
You
door
two
to the
texting
cells?
each
Yeah. There's
One missed call.
there's Dalian, the guy that had let the open the cell.
I'm here to see McGubbins.
I will come with you.
That's
And he follows you down.
that's fine.
And walks down the cell.
That's fine.
And he stands at the base of the stairs, basically so you can't leave unless he stands over the base.
I'll turn to Dalian and say,
I'm never going to get very far.
Oh,
I assume as we are being instructed by the Afritis to do this, that we have,
You see Maxima.
that me with Dalian have, we have attorney-client
The screen.
privilege in some kind of manner.
That was last session we saw that.
I'm basically
He
asking.
sort of raises an eyebrow.
I'm basically asking that information shared between me and McGubbins is in the privatest confidence.
I am only
now we're trying to get a
make sure the
client.
prisoner does not escape.
Attorney-client privilege.
That's fine. Right. I'll go to the cell.
And he just stands there with his arms folded.
I'll go to the cell.
You see that they've provided him almost. It's like a very quite sparse and very stiff bedroll type thing to lie on.
He's got something.
Is he
Ah,
using
is
it? or
my
is he
cloak
using
still in
the
there?
cloak?
Yeah, he's still at the cloak.
Is he using the cloak as a
I'll
tool?
Yeah, he's underneath it. And he's
I'll,
just leaning against
I'll
it.
knock on one of the bars.
Oh,
Afternoon.
hello. I was joking off.
I only got somewhere to hide my sin.
He goes, oh, have you found anything?
There might have been.
We found dirt.
What did you find?
Wasn't really sure. I may have to ask you for something. To help you.
Okay.
You, Jeremy
Help
Maguire
me! Help you!
It's
Show me the books!
Jeremy Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, it's
It's a
good.
very common line, not necessarily a quote.
You've got something that
Help
we
me,
may
help
need to
me.
prove yourselves innocence.
What could that be?
We need your books.
No, nobody's touching those, I'm afraid.
then
Okay, enjoy the hangman's news.
then to be honest, mate, mate, chum, your books could probably give us a list of people who'd want to jib you in this situation.
He sort of begrudgingly sort of.
You've written your own list of what people wanting to do you in, mate.
Oh, they're sued this.
He sort of. I suppose all right.
They in your office or in the Law Temple here, or
Oh, I imagine they're in some like sort of magically secure whatever. Here they are.
6 foot parchment, bloody hell!
He says, go to my house on Dale Road. They're in there.
Dale Road,
Yes.
right? I'm no inside that.
He's telling you the wrong direction. Where's he going to go, Jack?
Fuck you, Dragonborn!
Wait, you sent me on a wild goose chase for you.
I know, I think they're there. Cool. Right, Dale Road. Very nice, thank you.
Number 6.
Number 6, Dale
Is there
Road.
not... Where in the house?
It's kind of like farm foods or something.
Well,
Why make it easy for yourself,
well,
mate?
we will go as a group.
Store.
Right.
Are there
Is there
any protection or anything?
is there like a secret incantation I've got to say, or
He sort of beckons you closer.
I'll go to the bars. I don't trust this old man. Dumbledore's gonna fuck me over tonight.
Incantation is
Don't touch my
He
fucking
whispers
books.
a code word into
Fuck
Colin's
yourself,
tongue.
Dragonborn.
Cool.
However you want to say
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sort that out later.
Please
Cool.
don't.
And he
Right.
says,
What a
he
coincidental
says,
call.
it will only work for tonight. Then it will change.
Dumb comes to
Thank you.
What did you say, what?
It'll only work for tonight. The code.
the word.
So
is dumb comes to.
Dump comes. Right. Thank you.
He goes, so
I thought you've broken.
he says, so you have had luck though, yes?
There's potential to basically draw people out to try and question them further.
Are you aware of this?
Please stop giving away our plan.
However, Bodger's there to help him. Interpret that as any way that you will.
He smirks
Surely
and
he
says,
must know Bodger.
Yeah.
As far as it doesn't seem like you do know him.
No, I frequented bars with his son.
Bodger also feigns a lot of ignorance.
I don't think Bodger feigns much.
I may have broken
I'll-
his son's nose
I'll
on
walk back.
multiple occasions in
Dalian.
bar fights.
How old is his son, like 100?
Thank you.
It's probably
Thanks.
dead.
Follows
now.
you up.
Probably
Oh,
burned
it's
down
like a
after
fountain
the-
in the cold.
Death of broken nose.
I'll put gold in the
A
fountain.
lot of people died in that village.
Someone runs over and picks
Oh,
up.
Branfleck!
No. You see a cleric nearby bow.
Branfleck.
Oh, actually, I'll put gold in the fountain, and I'll put
There's a fabulous place.
one of the envelopes
Shit,
of the letters
so
I've got. Rip it open.
It's always going to
piece of crap letter. Put 3 gold in there, and in the cleric's hand. You know where this needs to go.
You didn't do well
Of
in the
course
wet
so.
season.
Thank you.
Everybody stores everything in their bottom. Because of
The
the way
banks up.
you
Say
all-
good.
Check their orc butts for gold.
Yeah. You guys get back to the outside of the mysterious lounge, and you see Drogon come round the corner. His route is taking a little longer, but you get there. Back. So you're
Speed
back,
of plot.
you're back outside the mysterious lounge.
I've got
Quick, we must secure this evidence. I say!
Yeah, you step inside. It's a little less lively in there.
What
You
a
see the-
lovely pub! Let's find a private table to sit down and look at this dirt!
Are you Jerry Jackson? A whole bunch of people go, Butter! Come and drink, mate! Come and drink! And they like pull you over.
This is the same day that I've already
Yeah.
had the drink this morning, isn't it? I've had like an hour off the drink.
Or they drag you over
longest
to the
record
table,
off the wagon.
and they start slapping you on the back and asking you about dragons and stuff like
I
that.
killed full enemy dragons.
Right, I'm going to whisper at the bar. I need a secure private room.
We have, I can't just how secure they are, but they've got a couple of nice rooms, sir.
It doesn't need to be nice, just the most private room you have.
Oh, okay.
That's the sex dungeon.
That will put you back.
I don't care. Here's some
Some money.
1,000 gold.
I'll work it out.
It probably won't amount to anything.
I'll work
Because
it out.
it'll be a little bit of silver.
Anyway, he says, yes. Of course, I'll take a percent.
Excellent.
Thank you.
If any, I'll speak a bit of. If any people from the Temple of Bahamut come, please send them straight up to me.
Of course, sir.
Marvellous.
He turns to, well, Bodger
Come
drinking,
right.
but he turns to the rest of you and says, "Do the rest of you need rooms?"
You're coming with
I'm
me,
good.
surely.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got a plan involved in this.
I mean, a few of you could stay in the same room.
Message
I mean,
if I know you,
if
I
you want
can
to,
send
but-
that. I can send a telepathic message to you.
I'll be staying with Bodger.
okay, well, that'll be.
Hey, man, won't be able to
Hey,
make
hey,
that I'm
He'll-
assuming it's like
he'll-
2 o'clock in the afternoon. I
Okay.
plan on drinking
Right.
He'll-
from now until I pass out.
He leads those of
I'm
you.
so
that
glad
go-
you're here to help me with my trap.
So you two are going upstairs. You're going
You
upstairs.
never know,
right?
Yeah.
a little bit
Are
of
you-
drink
I'm staying
might
downstairs.
wet the
Yeah, you
whistle.
stay downstairs.
What does
do you
that
want to do? You
mean?
want to mingle with
Well,
the crowd?
so-
No, just sit at the
That doesn't mean
sit
anything.
in one of the.
Hey,
Is there
very
like?
well made,
Is there like a comfy seat?
Yeah.
That was a
I
genuine-
will sit in the comfy seat.
There's someone sitting in it.
Oh my god.
I will
genuine.
sit in
Why
the
not?
comfy seat.
Why not cheese? yeah. You
Cheese flavoured wine.
You find a rather large armchair
I am
around the
genuinely
table that
hiccups.
is much lower than it should be,
That's
with
cool.
little tiny stools around it, so you're
Brilliant.
like a massive giant around the table.
Fucking brilliant. I am the king of this table.
It's a children's drinking seat.
I'm at the children's seat at a wedding.
Yeah, the one
Is
of the
Clemens there?
No, he's not there.
He's dead.
He's been killed.
Murdered
See this quarterstaff.
Why is Clemens there?
by a Bahamut Paladin.
Right, yeah. So he leads
See
you.
this
For being a half.
See this quarterstaff.
He
It
leads
was
you
on him.
upstairs,
Yeah.
and he shows you to a room.
On the end of a
That you-
stick, and it was you.
Very quite
Where you
small.
can
Staying
have-
with us.
Oh, let's go have a drink.
Oh right.
Yeah,
And
he's
he shows
drinking.
you- I thought you, are you staying in the same room? Or?
I've been given a room. I don't have to go there straight away, do I?
Oh no, but he shows you. Your
Okay,
room.
yeah,
It is
That
now
you
or
asked-
never.
And then he shows you the room that you'd asked for. It's got like a bolt. You open the door. You know, it's not. You know, very secure. It's
No, I don't
secure as
want
a
it to
taboo
be
room, but
secure.
It's got like a bolt on.
I
the
don't
side.
want it to
No,
be
no, but
secure.
you'd
I
asked
know,
him for
yeah.
it,
So I'm going to make sure that everything's unbolted once he leaves.
Right. Yeah, there's like one tiny room.
And I'll have my blade ready and I'll stand somewhere that,
Yeah.
where the door would open.
I wait until.
You're going to stand behind the door, so open it.
Looking down the mysterious.
Well,
Yeah.
I've walked out of my room there.
I've got a plan
Yeah.
within a plan.
Dodger is in the same
Meta
room
plan.
as you two. You're downstairs in the bar.
I'm
I'm
downstairs, but I am sitting with my face to the stairs.
Okay.
Which
So-
means he's unconscious on the stairs.
You can't sleep on me again.
Is there only one stairs up to the?
Yes,
Okay, so if anyone goes up the stairs,
you see them.
We will
yeah,
both see them.
A couple of hours pass. Nothing of incident. You
I
know,
can meditate while I'm doing this.
You drink and rest and relax. It sort of winds around. Another hour passes. Nothing. Gets to about sort of like 6 o'clock. The pub starts to fill up a
Frisky's
bit more
open
now.
now.
Oh, we could go back to the frisky
Yeah,
mermaid.
so the bar starts to open. It starts to like a few more patrons come in. A couple of people that you recognise from earlier tap you on the shoulder.
I wouldn't have thought anyone would
I
come
will
until
have-
like late night.
I will
anyway.
have bought some food by this point, so.
Yeah,
We've
you
got a
you
week
eat.
until he's executed.
Yeah.
So
What
wait
a
for
trial.
the first 6 days.
And then have
They
a
put on
mad
trial.
You see one person walk towards the stairs.
I
You-
assume the
you
trial
sort
will
of
last.
everyone goes. Shh.
You twig them. You sort of go to see what they're doing. They go up and go into a different room.
Cool.
It gets to about 9 o'clock in the evening.
Frisky's is really open.
Oh god, I'm going to take a contest. 17.
How much money have you spent?
I haven't spent any.
Bear in mind,
Everybody in the
it's
pub
free.
now knows who I am.
Yeah. Loves him.
I had 5 pints before we left. We've now been there for about 4 hours. I am probably shit-faced.
No,
Getting to
no.
about
But I'm
sort
on
of,
a 17 for a con check.
getting to a sort of around
Oh, sorry, no. 16.
10 o'clock at night
We've
now.
been there for about 8 hours.
I was too long saving throw. 8.
You
Poison.
when you get to about 10 o'clock, you two the
Technically
enemy
con saving throw.
He's
isn't it?
pissed.
So
I'm
it's 18.
sober.
Well, he's alright.
I'm sober as 6 bells.
Yeah.
He's a dwarf.
What?
Yeah.
Really
Sober
sober.
6 bells?
Really
Sober?
no.
And 3 other sort of large, burly looking men with bandanas
It might
and
have worked.
like leather armour over their arm. A lot of the people that come here seem to be like workmen and
Yeah,
villagers and things.
yeah.
These guys look a little bit out of place.
Mm.
Even if they're down here in sort of like this area.
Yeah. Do they look like dockmen?
They look like they're built like how much for a good
the
heart?
sea.
I do not trust the sea. I fly over it.
As they walk over to the bar, you see the bum sort of look a little bit. It seems like it goes a little bit paler.
I'm going to cast message.
Okay.
I Because the object person I'm spelling the message to is familiar to me, I don't need to see them. I just need to point in the direction, and the message is sent telepathically. Yeah. I will say 1 large tattooed man, 3 others at the bar. Barman reacted poorly. Be ready.
Okay. You send the message.
Yeah.
Are you drinking downstairs as well,
Oh,
Bodger?
good God, he's magic texting
The
us.
large man looks around at you, smirks, and you can see that he's missing a couple of teeth, and he says, "Who here knows of 5 fine fellows? One of them's Bodger, the other's Dodger, the other 2 are Azura, Ling, and some. It's you." And he looks at you. Drogon, I suppose.
No,
And
they're
he
not.
clicks his
Oh.
fingers.
Oh.
And he pulls out.
Going to give you a hug.
He pulls out 2 blades out of his thing and
Oh.
goes,
Would you
"I
like
think
a
we need
magic
to have a
ball?
word with you."
Oh.
Roll initiative.
I like these type of words!
You get to roll initiative because obviously you sent a message at the same time.
Yeah, but he did say they were coming up, so until I hear a ruckus.
Oh,
This
this
purple dice blows
you're
my
probably
dick.
The plan was to
preparing
ambush
upstairs.
them upstairs, so yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine you 2 have gone, oh, they're on their way upstairs, ambush positions, until you
quite
hear
high
the place
and stuff.
slowly kick off downstairs.
My great run has ended.
Will I get any sort of bonus for my crowd? Is this going to be like in Tron Legacy when they burst into the bar and all the random people like hold the security guards?
We'll see.
People.
You're well
Well,
known now.
they
so-
beat the shit out of them, and then all the random people die.
I imagine it'll be like in Cloud Atlas when the old people are in the pub.
Spoiler, that isn't this kind of was good.
It's incredible.
Right, then
I
okay.
don't
Have you not seen
remember.
John Borrow?
I remember it being really long
see it?
and thinking,
I
I
don't
went to
quite
see-
decide if I liked
I
it.
do.
no, I sat there and thought this film was
Right.
probably too long.
Drogon, what is it?
21.
Yeah, but that could mean anything.
Dodger? Dodger?
No, it was
12.
one of those. Who was it that made it?
Bodger?
The Wachowski.
11.
Ling?
Oh, I thought it was the others.
Yeah,
that
it
did that
was.
Moonlight
23.
Kingdom or whatever it is.
No, it's
That other guy. You know that
Wes
was
Anderson?
Anderson. Yeah, well, I thought it was a Wes
Oh,
Anderson
gosh.
film.
Azura?
After watching it, I thought it was a
Oh,
Wes Anderson film.
very poor, like
You are the name,
12?
so 12.
Very poor.
Very
He's
poor,
on that.
like 12, which is still one more than mine.
yeah, very poor.
I'm downstairs.
Downstairs!
Downstairs! Downstairs!
On my moped.
Have you ever felt it between your legs?
All 3 foot 11.
I knew I should have gone to a shop!
He wanted by a battle axe.
That's your own fucking fault.
Yeah,
You
but
just sat there the 6 hours.
But I
doing
wanted it to be
nothing.
fluff. I didn't want it to be, oh yeah, while we were walking through somewhere, I just went into a shop and browsed for like.
How about
45 minutes
while
talking
we're
to the shop?
waiting, doing nothing? I'm
Are there
gonna
any
go
shops?
buy a blade.
Are there any shops anywhere near the pub that we're in, Ben?
Are you going to go now?
No, as in I would have gone in the 4 or 5 hours that we've been waiting.
Yes, you could have gone and got yourself a battle.
Okay. How much does it cost? Add 5 gold to the cost because I was probably
That
sucking
is
into it.
pretty wrecked.
You pass me
Well,
the book, please.
I would have gone and had
Who's
to
the
be
quick round of you?
convenient time.
Quicker out of Zora and
Dodger.
Zora.
Ooh, what? What is it?
We roll the
Doesn't
same,
matter.
so you
Go
you're
on.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Downtown.
I would have overpaid for it.
The guy, what if the guy
Exceedingly.
refuses to take your
Uh,
money?
I may have paid price and a half depending on how much it costs. I won't have haggled with him.
I
I
imagine
said,
we'll need to move all this crap from this end of the
Yes,
table.
please.
Crap removal. Crap removal!
No breathing. Don't give a crap if I crap on your breathing.
Don't crap on my breathing.
Oh!
Snickers, get some nuts.
You don't like nuts, do you?
No.
Good thing there was 5 of them.
Cool.
Right, it costs 10 gold pieces, so I would have paid
you
20
don't like peanuts.
because I would have found a really nice, a really
Are they your least
lovely
favourite nuts?
looking
Yeah.
dwarven
What's
mage.
your favourite nut?
It's got the same stats as any other battle axe, but it's dwarven.
Almonds are good, aren't they? Yeah, I tried an almond Snickers though, and they weren't very nice.
So,
It's just like a sad admission that peanut is the shit nut. Hey, we're going to do some fancy Snickers. What's going to be fancy about it? We're going to use any other kind of nut.
You know what I want to see? A Snickers with Brazil nuts in it. Can you
They
imagine
did-
how
they
big
did
that is?
hazelnuts, didn't they?
Yeah.
The hazelnut is basically
What
just
do you
a
use for your
fancier
wisdom?
peanut.
Beef and butter.
He's
Or an exclamation mark.
beef for Bodger.
Yeah.
Well, beef for berserker.
B for your
Or beef for your actual class.
berserker.
And then you go
Barbarian.
upstairs, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a draw sorcerer. Because I'm a draw sorcerer.
What?
I'm a draw sorcerer.
Dr. Argan.
Which one what did you take in the end?
Nobody knows, because as far as I'm concerned, when I got the city, nothing changed. So, I'm not telling anybody what I took. I've discussed it with Ben earlier.
What's this?
Like, nobody know. As far as I'm aware, we went through a portal and went to a city. I don't feel any different.
What? I
At the
don't
He's
moment.
levelling up. Sean's
I've leveled up discreetly, so nobody knows what I've taken as mine.
What was the choice thing for level 3?
basically spirit animal or a
Oh, cool.
Right, okay,
Spirit
cool.
animal.
So, as I said,
Big berserker.
the captain goes,
Nobody knows except
I think I have
I wonder if we'll see it now.
the
maybe I'm multi-class.
number 3
I
Yep.
think you can do that too long.
runs at
Yeah,
you.
right.
Runs at me.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Cool.
it's a druid.
Nobody's going to know until it happens.
And swings out the scimitar straight for you.
Go, go.
Drogon. What's your AC?
16.
That hits.
Could
He just
it,
wants it from wild shape,
It was
I think.
7.
I don't think
will
he
you
wants
shit?
I
anything
wanted
else.
to
Yeah,
berserk as a
you-
bear.
You know, like in Star Wars when like
Yeah.
the specks and it's like that.
Did
He
he go
goes,
for level
"Shit,"
1?
and he like backs. He's like, "What the hell?" Could you move B3 nearer to you?
We need a piece of paper or a tissue or something.
Head to the toilet, Alec.
What are you going to What's this? B1, B.C., B3.
Captain.
What do they look like then?
Barbarian.
The
Who's
guy with
sausage?
BC
That's
is
20.
like a huge, like sort of
20?
6-foot man,
Like, I imagine that's
50.
20. Oh, 50.
I was going to say, that's not a 2.
and he's like.
That's a backwards
He's built
2.
like he's got like sort of sailor's tattoos over one arm. He's wearing like a leather jerkin.
B3.
He's got a
He's a
bandana
jerkin.
around his head that's sort of onto one side. He's got an eye patch and he's got like a huge scar down the
If
middle of his
anybody
face.
wasn't aware, these are
Kitchen roll.
pirates.
And
Kitchen
then
roll.
the other 3
Mhm.
are all sort of a little bit more uniform. One's a bit more. The one who went for you was a bit lanky.
Nah.
The other 2 seem to be a bit more
toilet
built.
roll than we have kitchen roll.
They've all got scimitars, and
Yeah,
then
what, 24?
the one
That's
see.
huge.
number
Big
B1,
old
sorry, he's got a pulling a crossbow.
I'll use control
Link.
this situation.
I
It's
prepare
about-
a
it's about
spell.
10
What was your initiative?
23.
Okay.
It's about sort of 20 feet from where your room is to the.
Well, I'm
stairs.
preparing to cast a spell for when they run through the door.
Okay, right.
Where are you? Where are you? How are you?
Okay, it's Drogon. You've got a guy who's went ting, and he's like, "How did that not hit?" And he's
Or do you use shield?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Argan.
Oh, do I use chromatic orb?
Run, Drogon! Run! You're in like your nightmare position!
It'd be a disengage, that's the thing.
Which is your main action. Yeah, run up the stairs, man. That's where we all are. Why don't run to us, lead them into the trap?
Stay and fight! Stay and fight! Stay and
More
fight!
room down here.
the bar
If
is
you do
also
some-
full of people as
Bear in
well.
mind, if you do something that causes
God.
loud,
Oh,
it
God.
causes everybody in the bar to react.
Burning hands!
Upstairs will realise something is happening
Also,
downstairs.
however, this is not the place to throw around collateral damage.
I say, most of my spells are not good.
Yeah, like even like his flamey thing, if he misses, that could very easily hit an innocent bystander.
We did this in 3.5.
And then we've got oh, forget McGubbins' murder. Drogon has been imprisoned for murdering a family that were having an afternoon drink in the pub.
Okay, we're out on TV. Drink your beer.
They went out for roast Sunday.
What do you wanna
I'll do
Drogon?
Because my AC is still 21, I can
The roof comes in on the bar.
I can move. At
Everyone
least.
flies
So
out.
you're
Everyone
disengaging
dies.
across the.
Well, disengage.
Okay,
for Goblin.
another TPK. Go on,
So
play you.
that's an opportunity.
No, the
That's
disengage.
three.
No, disengage
Disengage
is
is
not
not-
action. You see. You mean you're
Use your-
moving?
I can essentially move because my AC I can afford
Yeah, yeah.
to.
That's what I think. So
Yeah.
you're not
So
disengaged.
as you go to
Yeah, yeah.
move, run away, he sort of swings for your
Does he?
legs.
Does it stop my movement if I get hit?
No,
Yeah, I was going to say my AC is still 21.
21 is absurd.
Right, find the vent having
Shield,
shot.
shield takes me up to 21.
No.
You've got a
You sort of
shield.
swing and you like, catches
Shield
the back of
plus
your
five
robe.
Oh,
AC.
the shield.
A lot of checks, nouns are getting very confusing.
Yeah.
You're going to disengage. You're going to disengage? No.
While using a shield.
A shield?
How will the shield last all?
1 turn.
So
I'd like to
that
think
one
my
attack.
initiative is low because of the
And
alcohol.
then he attacks on you.
And then I'll cast message again.
Okay.
Good idea.
To
This is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Right, cool.
to
Bad shit, bad shit, bad shit, bad shit.
to Azura.
It's like sending text.
They're
to
down
your
here.
phone.
They're down here. Get here now.
Okay, cool.
No.
You stand there and like, you send it back.
I meant that's
I'll draw my.
I know, yeah,
I'll draw
sure,
my
yeah.
quarter
But you
staff
do it
as
in
I
well.
Morse
made that.
code.
I made that joke earlier.
Bodger,
Even
you
in
see.
like
It's
even
not
in,
your turn. You're very low.
even in
But
combat.
you see the guy nearest the door. The one. He goes.
2 damage.
That's respectable, man.
You look at the
Do you
door.
have a
This
quarter staff?
huge
Oh, right.
dog bounds through the door, and the one points, and this dog lunges, knocking it out of the way. And
How about a little hair of the dog?
No,
No, you, vulture.
That's Jack, didn't they say?
You. I
Oh,
was saying,
When he said you,
I was explaining
Oh,
it
I
because
thought
that's
it was
you.
I
Look,
thought
it's
you
the
said I
anti-dodger.
saw it and it bounded at
Yeah.
Jack.
It's evil
No,
Dodger.
it's evil Dodger.
Dogger.
it's Dogger. Come on, Dogger.
What's your thing?
Tell me what. No, you can't.
Can you
14.
put M1 there, please? Otherwise, I won't be able to remember what
M1.
it is in
Dogging.
the
It's
order.
dogging.
Also, it's the first of many hounds.
It's called the M1.
Right. So
Mastiff.
it
M stands for many.
hits you
Many.
I think you find that the hounds of love are calling.
and does 7 points of damage.
I can't believe no one laughed at my hair of
Make
the
a
dog joke.
make a strength check.
Oh dear. You have been eaten by the dog.
Is it an armor?
It'll knock him for
Strength saving.
Yes.
Strength saving throw.
In that case, I got 19.
Yeah. It lunges for you, and you can see that it was going to like knock you onto your feet.
He's
Is this a
nutty.
Call of Duty thing? Have I just passed a quick time event?
You knowing
Snap
that you're
the
going to
dog's
trip
neck.
over the chair, kick the chair back, and step back into the thing, and you're like, whoa, and it like even though it
Can I
hit
have
you,
picked up,
yeah.
swung the stool up and caught the dog on the chair?
Yeah, you sort of like
And then
the
like
chair,
gone
and then
around,
you
the
like
dog's
dropped
landed
it.
between the
Yeah.
legs and I've put it
You
on.
were once a
Yeah,
lion
this is
tamer.
like, this is like lion taming for short people.
Then I'm going to sit on the chair and decapitate the dog.
At the sound
Move
of
on to the next
that whistle, another one charges into the room, sees you, runs straight for you as well.
14.
Can you put M2 next to that, please?
Oh, where's
Sorry.
the door?
Yeah, M2.
Oh, there's the
That
door.
door. Yeah.
Oh, that door.
No, that's the door. That this green thing is.
Because of like the chair in the way, the dog sort of like scrambles over it, and it gets in front of you, but
That's
it's
the green
failed
thing.
its
Ah, the
bounce
green
and thing. So
Make the door a bit bigger.
Oh, that is the door.
Yeah.
No dogs in this pub, eh?
Is it a guide dog? If not, fuck off.
He's guiding the dog just to maul you to death.
Dogging the guys.
Who
the
whistled? Who whistled?
One of
Number
the
one.
B1.
Number one.
Yeah. The guy, the big guy, looks at you, goes, and runs at you with his 2 cents.
I'm gonna eat your face, laddie. Jay.
Is he a really big guy?
Yeah, he's like 6.5 foot.
He's my height.
He's dead.
The
He's
first,
running Jack.
the first sword
Jack is massive.
comes swinging down, and he goes,
No,
and
but
you
I
like
mean,
duck out of the way, and he
Jack's
goes,
movement wasn't
"That
enough
was
to
just
get
a
away
test."
from him.
30
We're
feet. 30 feet.
inside the pub.
"What's your AC?"
Yeah, so
21
Pubs
still.
aren't 30 feet across, 30
Yeah.
metres across.
He goes, haha, that was just a test. Then swings again, and you just like step out of the way, and he goes, and he looks really angry with himself.
Shield is awesome.
And you just go, woohoo!
Yeah.
Is it a cancer
Azura?
It's a level 1 spell.
Did you have it before? Yeah. You just didn't use it.
Bright eyes. Dodger.
There's a dog in the well.
You can hear like smashing and chairs.
They have set upon our companions.
And
Quickly.
dogs!
Right, I'll open the door and fucking. I presume there's no quicker way than just bombing it down the hall.
Yeah,
I can't just like. There's no like window or whatever.
all the rooms lead out to like the outside. You know what I mean? So they're all on this wall to the outside.
Well, I need to keep my eye on Bright Eyes, so I'll charge down the corridor, presuming that Bright Eyes is following me.
Cool. So what's your
Drawing my blade
What's your movement?
30 feet.
30 feet.
So you make it down into here, and you can get into like the middle. You can get to about there if you want, because it's about 20 feet.
So
down
I can-
there.
All right then. Well, in that case, if I can reach the end of the, I can reach the end of
You
the
can
corridor with a
aim-
move.
Yeah.
Right. Then in that case, I'll have drawn my bow.
Okay.
Right, and I'll run and I'll John Woo slide down the end, line up a shot with whatever I fucking see, which
Okay.
the first thing's probably a dog,
Yeah, there's 2 dogs basically surrounding
Right.
Roger.
And
And
the
then-
dog's taller than Bodger.
and then
No, they're about
fire,
as big as him.
and then fire an arrow at the dog as I
Right,
John
so
Woo slide past
M2 whatever.
M2. That's a hit.
Yeah, you hit me.
I can't use any of my fancy manoeuvres.
Well, what was it?
It was 24.
Okay, I know it says dash, but don't just say it's a hit. No, because,
Okay.
no, because if you roll like 15, you say, oh, that's a hit.
No, I mean, I'm not an idiot.
No.
Ow! That's 12 piercing damage.
It's a murder shot.
Yeah, you bring the bandit, you aim, and it's about to lunge for.
Is this the
Bodger.
second dog that
Yes.
missed?
And you
This
go,
is what it missed.
and it goes into its head, and you kill the dog.
And that is why that dog did not hit me, because the body went over my. I just stepped.
The Bodger Azura combo continues!
He's there off there. Like, actually, you're at the top of the stairs.
No, blue.
No.
Otherwise, I'll attack you.
Make a friend, make an enemy.
I will cast sleep on the evil A.
Dodger?
Okay, so
Yeah, there's a dog now, like, on the
have
chair.
people cleared out?
What, from the
We
room?
haven't even
What's
been full
this fifth- oh, that's
full
the
round yet, mate.
I know, but have the people acted before us? Or
No, the,
They'll be
the
acting
tavern
during
is
the
still
whole
full
first
of
turn.
turn.
No, because that changed.
I would imagine they'll react to the dogs coming in and the arrow going into one of them.
Basically,
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
lots of people dived aside and things like
Yeah,
that. For all
yeah,
intents and
yeah.
purposes, they're not part
So
of
glad
the...
I took messy.
Oh,
So
so
glad I took
they're
messy.
not part of the thing.
No, but as in, if you do so, they're not going to act
Yeah.
unless I
Yeah,
specifically
like,
say.
it only
Okay.
just
and if you
happened,
cast
man.
like a huge area spell, you will hit people.
Okay, right. So if I cast sleep,
You would put
No.
no. This is what I'm
Yeah,
asking
You
because
would put
Yeah, they're right, they're here, man, they're everywhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, but technically they're not there. So do they have hit points,
Yes.
etc.? Right.
It would, but it'd be fluffed in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Stop drawing them on.
This one's got a moustache. Okay.
One day from the time.
Okay.
Bound roll back for
I'll,
2 days from retirement.
how far is it from the room to there?
20 feet to the
20.
top of the stairs.
My movement takes me to the bottom of the stairs.
What? And where am I?
You moved 30 feet, so you moved to the top of the stairs and then down.
Ah, so you get to the... Oh, right.
Oh,
I see.
so I get to the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Can I
You
see?
can still see, you
I
can
still
see
see-
the entire array of things. You see Drogon like ducking out like this huge guy swinging the scimitars. You see a dog lunging for Bodger and him trying to bat it away. You see
It's
one
a
with an arrow.
five-legged dog.
It's a tail.
I know.
I'll run to the top of the stairs and I'll point at B1
Okay.
and say, "Ha! That's near a whistle. Well, this is a whistle." And shake my tambourine.
Shake your tambourine.
In certain
What are you
cultures, it is
doing?
considered
It's vicious mockery.
Do I have to make a save on this?
That's no whistle. This is.
Yes.
It
I'll
was
say you
the,
say whistle,
That's pretty much
tambourine.
it. That's important.
Wisdom save. 13.
You probably could write that on the sheet, man.
No, but I have them all here.
He failed.
2 psychic damage and he is
To number 1, yeah?
To the dog, or
No, one.
Does he immediately stop whistling?
He goes,
That's not a whistle.
And then-
That's a tambourine.
and he sees you, and he goes, yeah, you can see him sort of mouthing in the distance. That's not a whistle. He seems slightly confused by what's going on.
by definition, it's not a whistle. You're not doing the action.
Well, I feel mocked.
Viciously.
Well, I feel mocked.
A whistle is an onomatopoeic item.
Which beer is that, Sean?
Bodger's beer.
Sean's very in character role playing.
If I hadn't eaten that pizza in between, I would be.
That's why food was a good suggestion. Take it from me, children.
Take it from me, children in Africa.
That's a threat.
Take it from me, children of
I
Africa!
donated to them on the World Cup opening night, so.
Bandit number 2.
Two.
I think that's a line.
Drogon.
Cool.
Logan! Bandit toys!
And you see that when he's standing, as he runs towards the captain, he seems to like put you in a different place, and the guy tries to go for your side that you're not looking at.
So he like grabs him and then
Yeah, but in like
tussling, flirting.
What is your AC?
21.
21.
He hits you. You're not expecting it, and you take it in the side.
Was that B2?
Takes you on
Yeah.
the side.
He's a fucking dead man.
Take 4 points
I'm
of
gonna
damage.
kill him.
What about the dog?
Fuck the dog.
Bodger?
Fuck the dog.
Bodger?
Bodger.
All your friends, the
Fuck
people
the
that are
dog.
around you have like stepped to the back and they're looking at, they're basically looking at Bodger and they're like, some of them are excited, some of them are excited, some of them are like apprehensive that there's a dog in them.
You're involved in a pit fight.
I'm going to rage. That's my first thing that I do as a bonus action. And pull out my battle axe.
Isn't pulling out your axe about it?
No, drawing one weapon is
the
free.
first thing is a free action.
It's like,
If you
if I
like
were
drew
to-
that and then drew something out.
If I were to put that away to draw
I
two
see,
hand
I
axes,
see, I
which
see,
is why
I
battle
see.
axe is better than a great axe, because it's one. I can draw a second weapon for free. So I'm going to draw my battle axe off my back. It's going to glint. It's going to sting in the air. And I'm going, whoa! And I'm going to bring it down on the head of the dog.
As you
Now
do
has a
this,
chair on top of it.
as you do this, you hear Dodger in the background go, Bodger ho!
I'm going to stand on the chair, like 1 foot
Yeah,
on
you
the
do
stool
that. You know
that's
that
over
thing
the
where
dog.
you step
I'm just-
on the back on the chair and it goes forward with you and tilts. You do that, and you.
So do I get advantage?
Just cool points.
Hey.
Yeah, the dog's not expecting you to bring down this axe.
If you were the
D8.
level 3
It's
fighter,
200.
Path,
That's
you
like
would
D10.
now got a crit.
4, 5, 6.
10.
So 10 damage.
Strength bonus plus
Yeah,
2.
you bring this axe into the top of the dog's head, it just crumples under the. It's dead instantly.
Then I'm going to move to behind B2,
Okay.
and I'm going to swing the battle axe at the back of B2.
Because of your feature. Yeah.
So you took Berserker.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 11
16.
fatigue.
60.
But I can do it until my rage ends. It's one attack per turn
I know.
while I'm
I know,
raging.
this is why I was trying
I
to
thought
say
it was
you
only one attack.
No.
per
Yep,
rage.
the bandit's not expecting you to like thunk into his side.
We see though.
Yeah,
I received
you'll
one.
take a level
I've
of
never
two.
done it before. I've never been in this situation. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And Drogon is being attacked. So
Basically,
this
you
was
want to
actually the
flood the
perfect
that he's
time to
doing.
do it. So
That's
that
7.
is.
I know it's a proper attack, isn't it?
No, that is
Attack now.
7
11.
plus another 4, 11 damage.
Oh, you still get the plus 2.
Oh,
It's
bandit
a-
2, yeah?
It's another attack.
It's another
Ah,
attack.
okay.
It's not a bonus action. It's another
Wow.
attack.
Yeah, but fatigue is.
Like,
I
he
take
wasn't
so
expecting
much
that. You
of it.
like take a chunk out of
8
his
hours
side and he
removes
spins
one
around to
level.
face you. He's like,
So in
"Ah,
theory, he
God."
does this.
He looks like he's
again.
bleeding quite
Yeah.
heavily from his eye.
Sleep needed.
My
Yeah,
eyes
he's
are
very-
decidedly
It
bloodshot, and I
gets
look very
progressively
cross.
worse. The
Yeah.
first level is not too bad.
I take one over fatigue,
Um,
which is minus 1 to all
number
stat
1
tests until a long rest.
Sees is like
I think it's
that
one.
really
it's
wasn't a
disadvantage.
whistle, and then he sees
I was
you at the top of the
I
stairs.
thought it was
and
minus
goes,
1 then.
yeah, it was a whistle, and goes to fire at you.
Yeah, disadvantage.
But on stat tests, not anything else.
What's he got?
Across.
Oh, right.
You go, "Ah," and he fires, and it goes like tings the tambourine thing, and then chink into the one. You go, and he's like, "Ah!" one of the windows by the door smashes, and a crossbow comes through, and it fires at Drogon.
B4.
Before.
No, there's so much like a melee going on that it like hits a patron in the back, and they fall over.
Oh,
and stumble
God!
over a table.
What, has it killed a patron?
Yep. Back to the top, B3.
Exhaustion. Disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2 is speed half.
Is that cumulative as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Level 3 is disadvantage on attack rolls on saving
Yeah.
throws as well. But at the minute it's just ability checks.
B3 runs at the back of, seeing that Bodger has like cut a chunk out of one guy, runs at the
One
back
rolling
of,
you.
runs at the back
So-
of.
Hang on. As it's come back around, what have the people done?
Oh, the people. Some of them are streaming out of the door. A lot of people are like diving underneath tables and things like that. There's still a lot of people in here.
B3.
Yeah,
Where's
he
he
goes
going?
behind
You get a lot of
Bodger
them
and
with
tries to
battle
swing
on
for the back of
warriors,
Bodger's
man.
head.
Most
No,
people
no,
seize up.
As he goes
Yeah,
up
yeah,
behind
yeah,
Bodger,
yeah,
you see that the captain
But
points.
it does make a
at,
difference.
Oh yeah.
Bodger.
Yes, they do.
And this place won't be clear for a good few rounds. So.
Yeah,
What's your AC, Bodger?
No picture. 14.
Cool. Yeah, you feel it like this cut of a scimitar at the back of your shoulder.
I probably don't feel it.
Well, no, you won't. But,
Damage reduction still.
you would take 6, but
3.
Jesus, they're gonna be a while before they injure you.
I'm a very angry.
Oh,
player.
did you already take up some wounds?
I took 7 points. of
Okay,
damage
so
after
I
the first
run against the same place that
yeah, you
my
next to a
friend
zero.
is.
Yeah, he's just like 5 his bow.
And then the first level 2 slot. Well, I'm going to cast command as a level 2 slot.
I would
Oh,
fucking
bandit.
hit point.
Grovel! And I'm going to target you and you.
So B2 and the captain.
Well, you can talk to two people.
As a second onslaught, yes.
Okay. What's the save?
DC
Make them
14.
hit each other. They can't hurt themselves, but they can hit each other, can't they? Oh no, because you have to use a specific.
Did you pass me the first handbook?
No, DC's 14, isn't it? Yeah. It's 10.
DC
It's
14.
10. It's 10. It's
Wisdom
2
14.
plus proficiency.
You
plus
see the
spell.
one that's injured, the bandit that's like Vodra cut a chunk out of, like doesn't know why, but he sinks to his feet and he sort of drops his thing and he's like, "Ah!" The captain by the other hand sort of shakes his head and goes, "What are you doing?"
Oh, it's cool. What's this for? Blade barrier.
So yeah,
Blade War.
B2 has gone on to his knees and he's
Spends his turn going
Yeah.
onto his knees.
and he's like, "Ah!"
Who's that?
Is he incapacitated?
He's prone.
No, they're not incapacitated.
Not incapacitated.
That's advantage, isn't it?
Advantage.
Yeah. Who's prone?
Number
B2.
2. Drogon.
Will casting spells provoke opportunity attacks there?
Ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So if you do a spell that's not a ranged attack,
Like a
it's
touch.
If you've got
like
anything-
magic missile.
It's ranged.
Which you just go,
No, it's not a ranged
you don't
attack.
roll.
No.
So
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
They-
that's why Magic Missile is so good.
Yeah, it's an instant hit.
With Dragon Breath at that range, would it just hit this
That's
clump
not
of
an
people?
attack
It's a line.
Oh, dude, it would
But
go
I mean,
straight
It would go
through
through
the
him
fucking
and kill
bar.
2 people behind him probably.
Because I was just thinking, because there's Drogon, then those two, then me, and then another bandit, would it just get caught in all of
It's
that?
not a
No.
breath, it's a beam that he fires.
It's like Cyclops, man.
He goes,
Tempted to move.
They're
You
both
haven't got your
bound.
shield anymore, man.
No, but I mean,
They're both bound.
I'm planning. No, they're not. The captain isn't.
Yeah, we could disengage with him, couldn't you?
No, if he
I wanna cast a
disengages,
spell.
that's his action.
Yeah.
But disengage includes a move, doesn't it? Of
Yeah,
like half
Yeah,
a-
that's
but then
what I'm
you
like, yeah,
don't
no.
have an
A spell.
action.
Yeah.
Cast one of your non-ranged
Ray of
attack
Frost,
spells.
isn't it?
I've only got magic missile.
Well, cast magic missiles.
Yeah.
Cast a
Spell.
cantrip.
They're all
They're
all range.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason you close with spellcasters.
Yeah.
but they can't fire.
Oh, they
And
can.
clearly-
They just shit at
And
me.
clearly these guys know
Put a
who
hand
you
on him
were,
and then
so-
cast magic missile.
What?
So it just
no, magic
floods
missile.
through his
Magic
forehead.
missile's automatic, so that's why it's not a ranged attack.
No, but, like, put your hand on his
Yeah.
forehead and just blast him through his.
So I'm going to do a level 2 magic missile at the
Any
captain.
range.
Cool. Well, you're...
It's a new bow.
I need lots of
Yeah,
D4.
but-
there's a bag here somewhere.
I took most of them.
I need 2 more.
You have 4d4.
4d4 plus 4 for a level 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you prepared one of them as level 2?
Yeah.
Ah, right. But you don't prepare them.
No,
do
you just use it.
You cast it at level.
Right, yeah. So that is Jesus.
3, 4, 3, 1.
10,
It's the same thing I did. I cast level 1.
15
in
damage.
half my level 2 slot.
What are you adding each time?
1d4 plus 1.
Ah, right, cool. Yeah, 15. Jesus.
15 damage from magic missile.
Yeah, he's too busy like looking at the gun like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You do whatever
Yeah.
whatever you do to cast it, and it's just like
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder.
yeah, you tap him and then he looks
Oh,
at
it's
it.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like you know how like when someone punches someone in slow motion, there's like
Yeah.
like indentations
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
punch on the skin. It's like that on his body, but
Magic
force
missile.
hits like
Yeah.
ooh, 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 ooh. And he's like oh. In response, he goes ah! And swings for you.
I tried to make him go prone.
Don't worry
He
about it.
wouldn't.
Don't worry about it.
Is this the first damage?
I'll
you've
make him
ever
go
taken?
prone.
One shot.
No, is this the first
What-
damage
what
you've
was
ever
it?
taken?
No.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got took down.
I've got
against
one
the-
shot against
It's
the
the
spectator.
The wisdom.
You see like froth on the side of his mouth. He's like "Ugh." So that is 19.
Shield.
Cool.
This is level 1 slot.
You can use it as a reaction.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
a
it
reaction
does.
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first, he swings again with another scimitar blow at you.
Yeah.
No, he goes for the same place. He's in such a rage that he just smacks it.
Cool.
But then you see that he like ducks down
Mm.
and like flicks a knife out of his pocket.
He's got 3 attacks.
How long does shield last? Then?
Wait, turn.
Oh no! So you got
So if you cast it again,
I cast it twice.
shield
You
Oh,
you
can you
like
cast it as
you
many
don't
times
even
as you
need
want?
to know that it's
I've
coming.
got 4 level 1 slots. I prepare all 4 of
Also,
those.
those 4 spells.
I can choose
Oh,
an
so
you
cast
extra
it
choose
on
one.
two
level
with
one.
I'll use 2 level 1s and 1 level
Like
2.
you don't see this dagger coming, but
Yeah.
you like see a dagger fly off into the thing, into
Cool.
the room.
Oh god, that's probably some other poor bastard dead.
Or it's
Azura?
Okay, I will. It's a free action to drop, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I'll drop my bow, draw my sword, and I presume I can reach these chaps.
Yeah, you can go over to the captain. What's your movement?
30 feet.
Yeah, you can go to the captain or to.
Well, the captain seems like the most
B2.
dangerous one because he's just hammered at Drogon.
Hammer of Drogon.
What's he armed with?
That's a
He's
dead
got
person.
2 scimitars.
blood
Did he just throw a dagger?
Yep.
So he threw a dagger, but he's still got 2 scimitars.
Yep.
How did he throw the dagger?
He's
Has he got like a third arm?
You didn't see him do it.